Welcome everyone to a replay cast here. We got Backdoor Protocol here on the Legion side taking on the Pandas here on the Hellborn side. So this is game number 1 coming at you. We got the bans currently completed here. We have Prisoner 945, Dampier, and Fade gonna be banned out from the side of the Pandas. Moira, Kraken, and Geomancer are going to be banned by Backdoor Protocol. Some interesting bans there. Um, Specifically the Dampier and the Prisoner. Those aren't your typical blind bans. Everything else, for the most part, looks fairly reasonable. The Geomancer is a hero that we haven't really seen a whole lot uh, banned, but we do see him picked quite often. So everything else I would say is pretty normal. The Fade. A lot of these seem to be kind of signature bans, like targeted at certain players, perhaps, but not your typical bans like up from top to bottom, but some of them, like the Moira and the Kraken, they seem to be fairly straightforward. We're already flying through the draft here, so I gotta continue to talk about what's going on here. We got Magnus as the first pick from the Pandas, Glacius and Cthulhu Font coming out for the side of Backdoor Protocol. So they have a support and most likely their offlaner. And then we have the Andromeda and the Forsaken Archer. So we could have the Andro and the Magnus as the two supports here. Forsaken, they're going to show pick their carry here quite early. So they are going with the hard carry here on the side of the Pandas. Going to be interested to see how Backdoor Protocol responds here to the Forsaken pickup. If they're going to want to look to pick up their own hard carry, or if they're going to want to look to go aggressive. So far we have Pyromancer and Pharaoh bans coming out from Backdoor Protocol. One more ban for them, which is going to be the Lodestone. So Pyromancer, Pharaoh, and Lodestone. A couple of initiators. Possibility of that second supporter. Core Pyromancer, perhaps. Then we have Clanks, Moon Queen, and Jeraziah. So targeted carry bans here from the Pandas. But the initiators, as well as the Pyromancer, to maybe supplement that Magnus, going to be banned away there from Backdoor Protocol. Okay, pretty straightforward there. I don't think there's anything really too much to look into. The Jeraziah ban is, it looks to me like that one's another player ban. I think Snark plays a lot of Jeraziah, if I'm not wrong about that. So that's going to be the ban so far. We have a Lord Salforus pick coming out from Backdoor Protocol, so they're going to go with a core here. And I think we're going to see that either mid or short lane, where we tend to see Lord Salforus. He's usually gonna sit in a 1 versus 1 matchup, soak a lot of farm, and then maybe rotate into the jungle. But depending on what they pick up next, could mean he's either mid or short lane. They go with a Kinesis, so there's the counter pick to the Magnus. Quite a good pick for stealing the Lava Surge. He also has the option of a Comet Stun, which is another really good early game spell. So it looks like this will be a position 3 Cthulhu Font and a position 4 Kinesis, at least for now, with another core going to be picked up here by Backdoor Protocol. We're going to see the last two picks of Tundra and Bombardier. So wow, that really added a lot of aggression to their lineup now. With the bird scouting and the airstrike on top of the avalanche and the lava surge initiation. So they have a lot of early game presence now built around this Forsaken Archer. Pretty well-rounded lineup over there. It looks to me like we're going to see a tri-lane because Tundra and Bomb are those heroes that you typically want to get solo experience on, get those level 6s as quickly as possible. So I am expecting the tri-lane with the FA. The question is whether or not it's going to be short lane or long lane tri-lane. And I think Backdoor Protocol, they got some thinking to do here, whether they want to pick up another core. They're going to go with a scrap. So that's going to be a mid lane scrap, most likely for 0. And then Lord Salforus probably going to be the short lane carry this game. They don't really have much carry presence. But with that being said, Lord Salforus, he can kind of scale pretty nicely into the mid game. I don't think he'll necessarily compete with a Forsaken Archer if they both are given equal farm, but more of this tanky magic damage dealer in the mid game. So they're going for this really early to mid game style of lineup here, and I'm expecting them to try to match up against this Forsaken Archer lane to try to shut down the Forsaken Archer. But we'll see what they decide to do here. We are now into game number 1, and we'll wait and see how the laning phases shape up. We have a TP coming in from Glacius top lane, so it's not bottom lane. We got Tundra skilling the bird, and we also have a TP from the Andromeda. Did they spot each other? Oh, it looks like they're gonna spot each other. So both sides with the wards, both gonna run into each other here. They have the exact same items. It's always fun to see. But maybe some mind games come into play here, whether or not people want a ward. Uh, we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do here. Forsaken is in the area now. We have the looks like a tri-lane coming in from Backdoor Protocol with Cthulhu Font, Glacius, and Kinesis. There's the trample lining up on Forsaken. Forsaken gets caught here by that freeze. There's the apple, but he's gonna take the crippling volley there on the Kinesis. That's gonna be the bloodless kill. So Forsaken goes down here. And it looks like we're going to have a try-v-try. We got Magnus, Andromeda, Forsaken up here against Kinesis, Cthulhu Font, and Glacius. Scrap is going to be played mid, as I said, from 0. And we have Lord Sulfuras in the bottom lane. So he's going up against the Tundra. Now that should be a lane that Sulfuras should do quite well. And I think Tundra will get some farm, but I don't know if he'll necessarily win the lane because Lord Sulfuras, he's very good in these melee 1v1 matchups with his sustain from his spells as well as his aura. Then we have Bombardier against Scrap. Now this is a matchup I'm not too sure about. I think Bomb is still a little bit favored in this lane, but Scrap is one of those heroes that he is almost 600 range. Bomb got a range nerf recently, he's 500, so there's a range advantage from Scrap. Both have a lot of lane harassment. They have a really good block here from Bomb, so maybe he can control the wave there. But Tundra, he's gonna have his 1 versus 1. I'm expecting a lot of the action in the tri lane here, so it's a lot of disables in these two tri lanes. We'll see how the two sides end up farming here. There's a stun from Andromeda on the Glacius. Crippling volley lands, and there's the lava. Oh, and it breaks the trample. Will this be enough damage for a kill? Glacius is gonna pop the health potion. Looks like nobody's gonna end up dying so far in this engagement. That started with the Hellborn tri-lane initiating, almost killing the Glacius there. Kinesis currently has the crippling volley. I do think he wants to maybe steal that Lava Surge, but maybe he wants the ranged spell for now. He could even look to steal the Comet Stun, which would be quite good. So we got the bird currently blocking the camp here. So they don't actually know that the bird is blocking this camp. They might think it's warded. As we have a counter ward here. Maybe they got the ward. It looks like Glacius has used his ward. Oh, he actually uses it here. Okay. So maybe they countered the Rev ward. Did miss that one, but this should be respawning here. So mid lane, let's take a quick look at the CS. We have 4-1 Scrap against 9-4 Bomb. So Bomb's doing really well here. Was this gonna be the rat? The mousetrap is gonna catch him. Is he gonna? Oh, there's the Zoomerang, and he's gonna get the kill on the Bombardier. Magnus was coming in with an illusion rune, but he does only have the level 1 Lava Surge. Not gonna get in range. Meanwhile, top lane, the tri lane capitalizes here with the Magnus being in the mid lane. They get the kill onto Andromeda here. So Magnus, he was unable to get the kill here in response on the Scrap. That's going to be a good start here for the Scrap. He takes a GPM lead over the Bombardier, but Bombardier was still winning in last hits by quite a bit. Cthulhu Font 15-4 against a 4-0 Forsaken Archer. So Forsaken Archer is not doing very good so far. Magnus, let's see, he's currently back in the top lane now. Tundra 10-0 against a 17-5 Sulfuras. So as expected, Sulfuras controlling this bottom lane matchup. Really good matchup for him. Both mids getting their bottles. Bombardier gonna go for that Merrick's rune. So we got level 3 on the Magnus, 2 on the other two heroes. We got level 2 on all of the heroes here in the Legion's tri-lane. Magnus is going quite aggressively here. He's gonna start with the stun here on the Glacius. There's the freeze onto Magnus. The trample hits the Forsaken. Glacius goes down first. Crippling Volley going to lock down 2 in the background. There's the power supply from the Magnus and the Golden Apple. They're going to go for the Kinesis now. There's the Steam Bat. The Comet Stun comes out. It's going to be 2 kills for the side of the Pandas, and they did not lose anybody actually. So a 2-for-0 swing there. It's a 3-2 hero kill lead now for this side of Backdoor Protocol, still in the lead. So they will find themselves a haste rune up here. Thulafan going to send himself some regen, but he's going to camp that haste rune for Scrap. Scrap's going to have a haste rune now to work with. Forsaken going to do a lane pull here. So Lord Self-Force is level 6, Tundra's still level 5. Continues to be very one-sided here for Self-Forest. 380 GPM versus 250 GPM. We have the level 6 on the Scrap. Bomb is still level 5. Oh, we have Magmaster with a Veiled Rot. So they're going to try to kill the Scrap, but he does have a haste rune, so they are going to need to burst him down before he can get the haste off. Here's the bombardment following the Lava Surge, the Sticky Bomb, and I think he used the haste as well. Very unfortunate. Zero not going to make the escape there. So score is all evened up at 3 apiece. Currently have a lead of 1,000 gold for Backdoor Protocol. Tundra is getting close to level 6. We have level 3 on the Legion tri-lane as Glacius hits level 4 there. We have Andromeda, she's TPing to bottom lane. Bombardier's here as well, he's going to miss the Sticky Bomb. And Magnus and Forsaken are currently 2 versus 3. The Trample's going to miss here, but the Obliterate damage is going to be a lot as Magnus is going to use the Steam Bath here. He gets a counter kill on the Kinesis. Can he get the kill here on the Glacius? He has a Lunar Tier and a power supply. He's going to get frozen there and stunned up by the Cthulhu Font. He's going to kill the Glacius here. It's a double tap for Magnus in exchange for Forsaken falling. Kinesis is going to steal the Lava Surge here. Trample's going to be avoided. There's a 2-man Lava Surge from the Magnus. And can he make the juke here? There's a tree throw from the Kinesis. He's going to be just fine, it looks like. Scrap even porting in here. And not skilling the Vorax, by the way, so he doesn't want to use that early on. Meanwhile, Bombardier pushing the mid lane with the Illusion Rune. Let's take a look at the GPM chart. We still have both Cthulhu Font and Lord Self-Forest at the top of the GPM. Tundra is level 6. He looks like he did use his Avalanche already. He currently has his Avalanche back up. Scrap's going to get spotted here by the Bombardier Illusions. And let's see, Cthulhu Font, he's got his Steam Boots picked up. Ghost Marchers on the Lord Self-Forest. The Bird currently scouting him out here on the easy camp, as he's gonna kill this easy camp with some regen. He's gonna get himself more or less to full HP here. Where's the Kinesis? He's currently porting back to the top lane. Oh, Magnus is here. He's gonna get the catch here with the Lava Surge. There's the Avalanche on top. Do they have the damage to bring this guy down? He's turning it with some heals. Scrap ports in. He's gonna get the Mousetrap to land on the Magnus. Now Magnus has 7 charges on the power supply. He's being very patient here. He's got another Lava Surge. He's gonna go in on the Lord Self-Forest. Is this enough damage for a kill? He's gonna Chalice. Oh, and he dies to the Archer. Unfortunately, the Chalice is going to end up killing him there. Meanwhile, Scrap goes down as Bomb comes in for some assistance. He uses the airstrike as well. They're going to take out both the Scrap and the Lord Sulfuras with no casualties. So, some good movement here from the Pandas. They're going to take 380 gold per minute on their Bombardier with that kill there on the Scrap. Forsaken, did she complete her boots? She's only 200 GPM currently, so she's not doing the best in terms of creep farm. A deep ward comes down from the Glacius here. They're going to spot out the Magmus roaming in the trees. And Magmus is trying to get in range. He's going to get stunned up by the Kinesis Lava Surge. There's the freeze from the Glacius. Magmus, he's going to get a single stun there on the Cthulhu Font. There's the crippling volley landing onto two. Magmus is actually going to survive. And Cthulhu Font's going to go down. That was initially a start on the Magmus. Forsaken is taking a creep wave, though. And maybe he might have overstayed. Yeah, he's going to go down. The auto attack from Glacius. And there's a Lava Surge from the Kinesis once again. They're going to lose 2 players here. So it did start off very good. For Hellborn, they got that kill on the Cthulhu Font, but then they perhaps chased a little bit too far there. They give up a couple of kills, so it is going to be a 6 to 8 hero kill lead now for the Pandas, but they do jump out to a 1200 gold lead. We currently have an Avalanche on the Tundra. He is recovering his farm from the early laning phase. He's 335 gold per minute now. Lord Sulfuras looks like he's content with being in the jungle for now, as we have the bird kind of roaming around the jungle. Forsaken Archer ports down to the bottom lane. Thinking about maybe setting up a kill on the Lord Sulfuras. As we have Magmus currently up in the top lane. Bombardier is dealing with the Vorax. He does take that out. He is all of a sudden 450 gold per minute. He's got 1800 gold saved up. So he could be on his way to a very early portal key. Tundra's going to go in here with the piercing shards. Doesn't have mana there. He does for the Avalanche. We're going to decide not to go for it, as there was no team support. So top lane, the tower is being pressured here. We'll see if there's any defense coming out. They did use the fortification, so perhaps they want to hold this tower. There is a lot of wards from the Legion here protecting this tower, or giving them information rather. They're going to see both the Magmus and the Andromeda up here. Currently they are 4 players up here. Scrap, he's going to port to the mid lane. And Forsaken, she continues to stay in the bottom lane. She's going to get some farm, but not really doing a whole that well. She's only 207 gold per minute so far. So she's definitely looking to try to recover from this slow start that she's had. So Magnus, he's kind of started to take over some of the farm up here in the top lane. We have Tundra, he's scouting with his bird. They're thinking about maybe going for this kill on the Sulfuras. He's currently all by himself. Oh, mid lane, I missed that one, as we had a kill on the Scrap. That was without the airstrike, actually. Top lane, Magmus is going to go down here. Bombardier ports in. Bombardier has a haste rune. He's got a sticky bomb up on the Glacius. There's the airstrike coming out as Andromeda stuns up the Kinesis. There's a nice 2-man stun from the Kinesis with that Lava Surge, but there's the tablet from Bombardier. Bombardier's going to pick up a hat trick. That haste rune doing so much work. He gets that kill in the mid lane as well prior to that fight. So Magmus falls, but they end up getting quite a lot of kills there. And Bombardier, well, he bought a tablet with his 2,000 gold he had saved up. Andromeda going to get picked off here by the Cthulhu Font. I missed that one a little bit, but good kill there from the Cthulhu Font to take out the support. We have Forsaken. She's working on this tower down here. We'll see if they make any attempts to defend this tower. Vorax is currently coming down here. And Tundra, he's got a double damage rune. He's currently working on the jungle camps. Glacius is going to get spotted, I believe, by the bird here. Glacius is going to run into Tundra. This should be a very easy kill. Glacius is going to fall here. And Lord Sulfuras, he's going to be forced to fall back to his tower. So we have a Veiled Rod and Magmus. He's going to stun the Kinesis. That's going to be such a quick kill there with the double damage Tundra with that cold shoulder. He picks up the double tap. Magnus, he doesn't have a stun for 4 more seconds, so Forrest, he's going to be able to get out of here just fine. The Vorax is going to be defended here. I'm going to do a little bit of damage to the tower, but not too much. Bombardier currently has a glowstone, so it looks like now he's going for Staff of the Master. I am always a big fan of the Staff of the Master on Bombardier. I think it makes the hero so much more deadly once you're able to pick that up. Forsaken Archer currently in the mid lane with about half life. If they do catch him, he is currently playing this very passively. The tower is going to fall mid lane. It was almost denied there by Forsaken. Lord Self-Forest leading the way here. As there's a lift from Kinesis. Kinesis is going to get the kill here. No, it's going to go to Glacius actually. They're going to catch the Forsaken there with that lift. That was a good kill from the side of Backdoor Protocol. And Lord Self-Forest and Scrap have spotted out these stacks. Tundra, he's going to get the invisibility rune. He's going to use that, and he's going to be just fine. They do drop a Rev Ward, but Kinesis steals the piercing shards there. They're going to steal the hard camp stack here. As Tundra, he's kind of scouting things out, but more or less the whole team of Backdoor Protocol is here in the area. Magnus currently in the bot lane. Did he just buy a portal key? It's 300 gold per minute. I think he just got his portal key. That's a 14-minute portal key on the Magnus. That is quite good. They have both the middle and the bottom towers already down. So Cthulhuphon gets his portal key. Mid lane, Tundra and the Bombardier are going to get the kill there on the Scrap. And now we have the Whispering Helm on the Forsaken Archer. The Bombardier, he did use his airstrike for that kill. Lord Self-Forest is going to get his smoke broken there by the Magnus as they're trying to get the catch. There's a swap from Andromeda, and Lord Self-Forest, he's going to fall. It's going to drop him down to 400 GPM as Bombardier picks up another kill. He's 520 gold per minute. He is on fire here with the Bombardier. The next highest farmer is Tundra in the team with 350 gold per minute. But Magnus even having more GPM than the FA currently. They're going to need to give the Forsaken Archer some room here to recover as he now has the Whispering Helm picked up. And he's still quite a ways behind the Lord Self-Forest despite them getting that kill. Tundra going to send the bird into the jungle here. Mid lane, we got some action going on as Bombardier has a soul trap on him. Cthulhuphon, he's very low. Is he going to make it to safety? He's going to portal key to safety. There's a lift from Kinesis on the Andromeda. Freeze comes out from the Glacius. There's the Zoomerang. And Andromeda, is he going to survive? There's a 3-man stun coming in from the Magnus, the bombardment, and the sticky bomb on top. And it's going to be 3 kills going the way of the Pandas as Andromeda makes a fantastic bait there to group them all up for that combination from the bomb and the Magnus. And Cthulhuphon, he did make the escape. He was very close to falling, but a huge combo coming in there. That was without an airstrike as well. You saw the damage coming in from the side of the Pandas. And while this is going on, Forsaken Archer is going to push the top lane more or less very freely. So she's going to fall back here, feeling the presence of Cthulhuphon's portal key. And that's going to mean a 17-minute Staff of the Master here on Bombardier. Now he has the global airstrike threat with the Tundra and the Magnus, who has his portal key already. So Tundra, I think he might have just bought something as well. He's got no gold in the bank currently. We have Veiled Rod on the Magnus, currently looking for an opening here. The Tundra Bird is scouting the way. And he might go in. He's going to get the 2-man line stun. There's the airstrike coming in. They're going to get the 1 kill on the Glacius. Scrap is going to survive though. But it is a champion and newer streak for the Bombardier. Vorax currently pushing the mid lane. So Scrap, he is not really having the best game after getting that initial kill in mid lane. He's currently 1 in 5, 270 GPM, and he only has a soul trap with some build up items. So you can really feel the presence of the Bombardier this game in comparison to the Scrap. Not really able to kind of do the same for his team. Lord Salforus, oh my god, he gets so close to dying there to the neutrals. He was 4 HP. That was really close. Snark living life on the edge there. We have the Tundra Bird currently scouting top lane. Cthulhu is all by himself. He's going to get the piercing shards to cancel his blink. There's the avalanche on top. Comet stun following up the Aurora there. And Cthulhu is he going to make the escape? He's going to portal key into the trees. Oh no, he's going to survive. And he is going to make the escape. He does avoid that avalanche gank. Another good escape from Cthulhu. He's 380 gold per minute still. Up there with the Lord Sulfuras. So Tundra, he did pick up the portal key, which we saw there. Which we figured he had some kind of item in the bag. Forsaken now has a firebrand picked up. With another 700 gold, so she's up to 350. She's getting closer to the Lord Sulfuras. 3,000 gold on the Sulfuras, by the way. He's going to go for a straight shrunken head. He's really threatened by that magic damage from the side of the Pandas, because that is a very early shrunken head to pick up on the Sulfuras. Not going for anything like a Dawnbringer or a Searing Light or a Frozen Light or something like that, or Frostburn. Simply going straight into the shrunken head. Currently have Magnus in the bot lane, looking to maybe set up a kill down here. They still have the airstrike ready to go from the Bombardier. So Bombardier currently invis. And let's see. Forsaken, she continues to sit in the jungle. They are veiled, rotted here. Philvon's gonna trample in. Those were illusions though. Forsaken is here. She catches the Lord Sulfuras, but there's the Shrunken Head gonna be used. Avalanche comes out to stop his chase on the Forsaken. There's the stun from the Bombardier. The airstrike takes out both the Cthulhu and the Scrap. Aurora gonna scout them out here. Magnus gonna go in. He stuns only the Glacius. But meanwhile, the Lord Sulfuras is here in the background. He's gonna get taken out there by the Forsaken. Lava Surge is gonna connect there on the Kinesis, and that's gonna do it. It looks like there was just too much farm across the board from the Pandas. We got about a 20-minute concede vote coming in there from Backdoor Protocol, so they've had enough, and that is going to do it here for game number 1. A fantastic performance from Sate there on the bomb, as he was nearing 600 GPM there, 12-1 stat line, and really well played across the board there from the Pandas.